made a new sign that's comprehensive and easy to understand and can be something that you all can sanctimoniously point people to when they spam their request 5 million times. Yay! How is everyone doing today? I just realized that my mic is probably very loud. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's the volume at? It's not bad. I'm just used to it. Wait. Can you hear? I think you could hear this whole time, but I realized that it was on a different setting than I normally make it, so just making sure. All right, so the new sign is just this thing that I put over there, you know, that thing. I've had it, so this is the old sign, okay? This is the old sign, and I feel like everyone ignored it because it was a lot of information, and it was, like, constantly rotating, and nobody read it, and it was probably hard to read, you know? Like, it was just a lot of information, so... that's the gift option sign that I'm trying right now. I'm just seeing if it's easier to just keep it simple and put super chats. What is the equivalent in diamonds? Honestly, it would be way less because I am actively and heavily promoting the YouTube gifts through the YouTube jewels. So if I got the like high five gift, I would do a request for that. My name is Jane. I go by Princess. I'm a professional Etch A Sketch artist, and today I am working on this drawing of Magneton. I'm glad you all could hear though. That's good. I don't know, usually the little button shows something a little different. Wait, what happens if I hit this lock icon here? I don't know. That's okay. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Elizabeth the Witch, for the sun balloon! I just saw it on my screen on my phone. I'm holding my phone to my side. What would you like me to draw for you, Elizabeth the Witch? What would you like me to draw? Let me know. This is a chill stream. We're probably only going to be live for about 45 minutes today. It's going to be a quicker one. But I would be happy to etch something for you, Elizabeth the Witch. How come you can't be an Etch A Sketch artist? Because you got to practice. If you want to learn how, exclamation point tutorials. The USS Defiant. Very cool request. All right, let's pull up a pic. I'm doing a quick search right meow. Alright, let's do it. USS Defiant. I don't know how many of you caught that animation, but it was cool. Hey, thanks much. I appreciate that. Alright. I am looking for a nice pic of the USS Defiant. Oh, this is a cool one. I'm going to use this image. It looks clear. It looks legible. We're going to save this image on my computer so you all can see it while I'm working on it. How cool is that? Okay. I'm trying out this thing where I'm just showing the reference photo while I work, so let me set up that image right now. Okay, browsing. Bam. Oh, that's big. It's a big ship. Whee! And we're just gonna park it right on top of the commission details so that I can hide that. And that's what I'm gonna be working on, everybody. That on an Etch A Sketch. How cool is that? It is scary. Oh, you do? I'm glad to hear you have screenshots of that. Am I real? I'm sorry. It's time for you all to know. It's been years that we've been together, but I'm actually not real. Okay, first we need to do a quick little erase off, so I need you all to decide. We've got 2 Etch A Sketches, okay? I'm not your parrot. I don't just get up and do things for you, you know? I'm here to draw in an Etch A Sketch, not play tricks for you. I don't dance monkey dance. Okay, so we are going to choose between these 2 drawings to erase, everybody. So we've got Weezer, and we've got one of the requests from Solaris. So you all get an opportunity to vote. Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm glad that there's a moderate delay from when I see the notification on my phone because I saw that one, baby. I glued my face to my phone so I could see what that Jelly Friends gift looked like. Well, you gotta let me know what you want me to etch for you, Michael. Okay, so we're gonna put up a vote. Oh, I know. I only wear it sometimes, right? I feel like people got me wonder if there's trouble in paradise because I never wear this thing, but I just don't wear it because I don't usually put things on my fingers. Like I'll wear necklaces, but that's about the only jewelry that I traditionally wear. You can see the damage to it really clearly right now. See that damage on the other side of the ring? Yeah, that's because it's not the most durable ring in the world. Turns out when you don't buy gold and diamonds, the materials do actually have impact on occasion. So make sure to get those votes in on which drawing to erase. I'm going to set up just a quick little 30-second poll. And then we will proceed with the drawing for Elizabeth a Witch. You have this ring you wear because you fidget. Yeah, honestly, if this thing had like, I don't know, some kind of fidget, I kind of fidget with it anyways. And it looks like it is almost a resounding erase the top drawing. I'm so sorry to the lovely Solaris, but it looks like we're going to be saying goodbye to this drawing. So I'm going to prematurely end that one, and we're going to set this to erase right meow, ending the poll. Erasing in 3, 2, 1. And I'll be using this Etch A Sketch for the request. My interpretation of an anthropomorphized Nightbot. It would be an honor. Truly an honor. Absolutely. Without question, you will be receiving that after I finish this drawing. Alright, first let me blow my nose. Everything's just got so much preamble today. Where is my box of tissues? It's not where I put it. It does not live in the spot where I put it. I need to find it. One moment. Oh my god, I put it way over there. What was I thinking? Alright, 1 second. Where's my... Alright, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to find the box of tissues. Am I gonna be an Etch A Sketcher forever? Such a unique hobby, you'd be able to fully retire. I don't know. I've thought a lot about that. Much Gangster. I've thought about, like, will I be doing this in my 50s? I'd like to. I enjoy doing it. I'm sure what I'll be doing will look a little different than the way I'm doing it today, but... I'd still like to be doing, like, large-scale installations or something. More detailed, high-value commissions. I'm not sure what it would look like, my life as an Etch A Sketch artist in my 50s, but I think it's possible to continue a career in it. I wouldn't mind potentially picking up other types of creative, like, jobs as 9-to-5 kind of endeavors as well. Alright. We've got the image. But it is a solid reminder, a very humbling and sobering reminder that our time on this planet is finite, and it only gets harder the older you get. So, I don't know. That's the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night, Much Gangster, I'll be honest with you. I'm doing the best I can with the time that I have right now, you know? Here we go. We are finally starting this drawing. Hear me out. I'm only taking paid requests right now. I got 2 in the queue. So. Here we go. Starting with the oval at the top. This is a very specifically shaped spacecraft. So I will be focusing on that. I mean, I would be happy to do those requests for all of you, but right now I'm not taking requests. I often put like goals up or something, but right now, because this is a limited stream, I can only prioritize the paid requests at this time, so... In fact, what's the, can somebody do the exclamation point no request and I can pin that comment? That way people kind of know what's up. There we go. Those are the phaser strips. Ah. What's up, Mr. Andre? Nice to see you here. Thank you, Michael. There we go. We're just gonna pin this message. That way people are aware. There's no pretense. There's no hope. There's only the cold truth. That right now, my requests are closed. Okay, let's see if I can write this word here. I'm gonna write okay, USS Defiant. Alright. D-E... That's a great name. That's a really great ship name. There is no hope. It's capable of quantum and photon torpedoes. Which Star Trek did this ship take place in? Because I don't remember it, Elizabeth which. I really need to watch. Honestly, that's a good idea. I should start watching all of Star Trek. I could do that now. I have a means for which to do that. Right now, today I restarted watching Blue Eye Samurai. Oh, don't you SMH me. I've never claimed to keep up with Star Trek throughout my adult years. Deep Space... You know, I never watched Deep Space Nine, except when we watched it casually in the 90s, so I'm very behind on my DS9 lore. And then, I mean, TNG is probably what I'm most well-versed in, and even TNG in my adult years is very much like episodes that I've watched off of lists. We did watch it as children, but we were, I don't remember, we were children. I don't remember. I don't remember what we were watching when we were kids. There we go. It was cool that we were watching that stuff as it was airing, though. I like the shapes. There's good shapes. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Jane. I go by Princess Sunshine. I'm a professional Etch A Sketch artist, and right now I'm Etch A Sketching the USS Defiant, which is the picture that you see on screen. And I am remaining hydrated. Hey, Elizabeth Witch, I have a question for you. Did we ever sit down and watch Star Wars as a family? I know we had the VHS tapes, and I remember watching them once, but I don't really remember what happened in the movies, and I don't particularly remember Dad being a Star Wars fan. Can you speak to that? DS9 had the most space battles. I do not remember how excited he got, but that warms my soul that he got excited about the space battles. I'm doing pretty good, Thunder. How are you? You thought it was a depressed Meltan? That's a specific interpretation. I like that. What's up, Lazy? Nice to see you here as well. Good to hear. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today, but honestly, I was really hoping to stream yesterday, and it just wasn't in the cards. I got distracted doing other stuff, which often happens. If there's not a stream on the calendar, then, like, sometimes things fall by the wayside. But I did do something really, really cool. Like, really cool. And you know what? If we hit the live goal today, if we hit the live chat goal, we have a live chat goal, or I should say a super goal. It ends in 15 minutes, but if we get 5 light blue super chats in the next 15 minutes, well, you know what? Can I do second goal? 1 second. Let's see what happens when I make it like an hour. Well, can I do 45? Yes, I can. There we go. I'll show the cool thing. I'm hitting circle. Oops, I just hit my thing. There we go. Okay, did it? It did. It overwrote the other goal. Okay, so we have a new goal, and if we hit that new goal, then I will show you the cool thing that I've been working on. You watch Grey's Anatomy? Yeah, talk about a lot of episodes. That is a show that... I've watched a little bit of it. I remember there's a character named Elliot, and she's a doctor. Or wait, is that Scrubs? Is that McDreamy? Was that McDreamy? I had a friend who was into Grey's Anatomy. I feel like I've watched a few episodes. Was Elliot in Scrubs? Oh boy. I don't really remember Grey's Anatomy after all. I know of it. I heard the new Star Trek was really good though. Lower Decks. And in fact, can anybody who's into Star Wars speak to this? I know that Star Wars came out with a show recently that a lot of people are really enjoying, and it seems to be similar to that of Lower Decks. Like, the concept seems similar. Does that ring a bell to anybody? There's, like, Lower Decks for Star Trek, but then... There we go. Elizabeth Witch claims they're successfully Star Trekking still. And then there's, like, the other one, which is, like... Someone said it was, like, a combo of Star Wars and The Goonies. And I know Kyle... He introduced me to The Goonies recently. I just saw that movie for the first time. I've heard really good things about Lower Decks, which is why I was like, oh, maybe we should watch that, Kyle. But now there's, like, a Star Wars thing that reminds me of what I've heard about Lower Decks. So, I don't know if anybody has anything to weigh on that. Because I'm not super familiar. Thank you, by the way, to everybody who has double tapped the screen. Okay. There we go. What's up, Brandon? Nice to see you here. Woo! How you doing tonight? I am working on the USS Defiant for Elizabeth the Witch. There we go. And... oh, I just have some light homework before picking up Lower Decks. Okay. I'm doing all right, Brandon. I had a really yummy lunch. A little late, but I still ate it, and I'm glad I had lunch. I keep skipping lunch on accident lately, and it's really been throwing off my, like, meals for the week. So I realized it was like 5:30, and I thought, I better eat lunch, so I ate lunch. Swollax is still with us, actually. Swollax remains undefeated. Oh, happy Christmas Eve, Frida. Oh my gosh, yeah, it would be Christmas Eve there. We're 2 days away. By the way, speaking of Christmas, I do want to put a Christmas stream on the calendar. It might actually be on the 26th, because I know a lot of people have Christmas plans, you know? So I might have to put up a poll for that. Can a moderator remind me? Can somebody add that to the to-do list? Is a Christmas stream poll. And that might be a twofer. That could be Christmas opening packages plus Tipsy Sipsy, because I owe you all a Tipsy Sipsy. So I guess I need a Tipsy Sipsy poll. I do. I have a cool thing to show. I think it's neat. I'm excited to show you all. I previewed it a little bit ago, but I think I finished the thing and can show you what I'm planning to create next. Christmas stream, North Pole. Not that kind of pole. All right. Elizabeth the Witch, you gotta come out here to DC at some point so I can show you. I went to the Air and Space Museum with Morris, and we went to, they had the model of the USS Enterprise there. It was a huge model. It was very cool. Oh, did I just hear Kyle's home from work? I can't tell. He said 8. Oh, no. There we go. I have in the past, Bandana Dan. So I used to sell my art at C2E2 in Chicago, as well as a few other anime conventions in Chicago proper. But unfortunately, well, the last time I sold was pre-pandemic at a convention. And I'll be honest, it's really a mixed bag experience for me. I think I would do a lot better now than I used to do, because I have an audience now that I definitely did not have when I was last tabling. So I think that's beneficial. But otherwise, I don't know. It's kind of something I've been thinking about. It's a lot of work and you're taking a risk because you don't know if you're going to sell a lot or not. So it's like so much money and effort and time and all those things. So I have tabled at conventions. I'm not sure I'll ever do it again. I'm still very much on the fence about it because it's such an investment to do, especially if I travel. I've never traveled for a convention, and I'm not sure I'd break even if I didn't travel, you know? It's hit or miss if you're niche. Yeah. Yeah, Big Talk. Yeah, they are, Bandana Dan. Like, back when I was doing C2E2, it was like 500 for a table. And I had a really good thing going with C2E2. Just realized how loud everything is on my... There we go. I had a really good thing going at C2E2 where I was actually bartering with them. And it's a good thing because I tabled at the C2E2 for a few years. And... there definitely would have been years where I wouldn't have made my table cost back. Like, I had some bad years. I think my best year was like $1,000. And you gotta understand $1,000 is actually not a lot for a convention when your table alone is 500. Like, the cost of the supplies I brought, the time I was there, the schlep, the time I took away from doing other art, and the cost of all of the promotional materials I did. You know, business cards were like $50 alone. I made a banner that was like over 100. Now, those are like theoretically one-time costs, but like I think that year I broke even. Yeah. Oh, you made $1. Oh, I feel you there. Yeah, I did oh man. One time I did it was very nice of this person to ask me to join them. But I did a craft fair in Chicago. It was an outdoor craft fair, and it rained, and I sold one thing. And this was something that I had to literally rush home from. I think I was in New York City. I had to tear myself away from New York City. I would have paid to stay in New York City for another night. But instead, I tore myself away from New York City so that I could go home to do this outdoor craft fair where I sold one print for $5. So, yeah, I really feel that. The next guess-a-thon is, yeah, Toby pinged the Discord. I haven't published a schedule yet. It'll probably be Wednesday, potentially. Yeah, I'm thinking Wednesday. But that's Christmas Day, isn't it? I don't know if I want to do a Christmas Eve guess-a-thon. I gotta think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to brainstorm more, like when I do what the schedule for this week's gonna look like because of Christmas. I don't know if I'm gonna stream on Christmas Day. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. So this is a tricky week, but I would like to do at least a few extra streams because I know a lot of people are off on break, so. All right. Almost done with this one, and then I think I'm going to do the anthropomorphization of what I think Nightbot would be. I think I can. I'm starting to brainstorm in my mind what that would look like, and I have some ideas. There we go. I'm pretty happy with the shape of this ship so far. 1 print. You sold one card. It's a special feeling. We don't recommend. It's just the grind. Oh God, I remember. Oh, okay. Anybody who is tabled at a convention, this is a niche audience that I'm speaking to. I think you'll understand Bandana Dan. A few years ago, this was pre-pandemic, I had the supreme misfortune of tabling next to a 3D printed dragon guy. And if you know what that means, you know what that means. Because every convention now is plagued with 3D printer dragon guys. Like, and what made it worse was that these 3D printed dragons were selling like hotcakes. And it was so disheartening to see this guy accepting $80 left and right for these mass-produced 3D printed dragons when I just couldn't, like, people... I was paid in Platitudes. That's what I get paid in. I get paid in compliments. I get paid in, oh my God, there needs to be more things like this at conventions. Yeah, but nobody wants to financially support those things. So guess what? I can't afford for those things to be at convention. I'm bitter. I'm bitter about my tabling experience. I know there's a lot of things I did wrong. I'm not just going to blame society as a whole. I know there's a lot of improvements I could have made, but it is like super... Tabling is not for the faint of heart, because you walk away after a bad weekend pouring your heart and soul and all of your energy and all of your hopes into it being successful, and then walking away with your tail between your legs in shame, and just know, and it's always that the person next to you was making out like gangbusters. It's always that way. You're always tabled next to somebody who is just raking in thousands of dollars, right? Like, and the 3D, yeah. No, it really does a number on your soul to go through an experience like that. I mean, the times I've called Kyle, here's the thing. Kyle never wants me to do a convention again. And the reason why is because he's the person I'd call after a bad weekend where I'm on the brink of tears, just paying for my Uber that cost more than all the money I made that weekend home. You know? Like, that's what tabling can be like, everybody. And then, you know, and then I'd find out the following year that some of my friends who were tabling the following year, they told me that people were looking for me. It's like, well, I would have come back if they would have bought something. Oh, man. It's not worth it. And Kyle doesn't want me to put myself through that again. And I don't blame him, because it's really soul-crushing to sell art at tables. And so I try to make it worth my while in other ways. C2E2 was always worth my while, even if I didn't make a lot of money, because I would be able to pitch my workshops. What's up, Daddy and a Caddy? You want me to draw a really nice hot dog, huh? Hot dogs sure are yummy. Those are great foods. Hamburgers are also yummy. I will draw a hot dog. I'll draw a really quick hot dog. Listen, I will maliciously comply. You did donate. I do remember you, Voxel. What's up? Nice to see you here. Sure is an interesting request, Daddy and a Caddy. Sure is. Hey, I will maliciously comply. Thanks, Michael. Well, you know, it's okay for people to be passionate about hot dogs. There's nothing wrong with that. You did help us toward the live chackle, or did it already expire? Oh, is it teal super chats? Whoops. I made it $5 minimum super chats. I thought I made it light blue. Well, I'll count that as 1 out of the 5 if we get 4 more light blues. You're not sure? Yeah, you know, I think I'm with you, Raven. We're all consenting adults here. I actually am not sure about that. Should I drop some robots in the chat? I cannot control what happens in the super chats. All right, I'm going to add just a couple final details. We need to do an anthropomorphized... I might do the quick hot dog next, just to, well, get the hot dog out of our systems, you know? And then I'm going to do an anthropomorphized Nightbot. I have some really vivid visuals for what an anthropomorphized Nightbot will look like. Congrats, Noni, for the 151 subscribers. Okay. I'm gonna call it at this point. It was an honor and a privilege to draw the USS Defiant. Bam. It kind of looks a little Millennium Falcon-esque, just in the, like, this part right here. I don't know why I'm looking at my computer screen instead of the Etch A Sketch. It is an intricate one, I agree. Alright. Alright, let's draw a quick hot dog. I've got another Etch A Sketch here. Here we go. I'm gonna make it a comically... You wanted a giant... girthy... hot dog, right? You didn't get your sweet... I'll get you... I'll get you... I'll show it to you again. You wanted the what was the description? A big, girthy, pulsating, succulent hot dog. Here, we gotta add the mustard to really I need to start doing this kind of stuff in guess-a-thons, just drawing things wildly out of proportion with other things to throw people off, so they just gotta keep guessing. What am I witnessing? A work of art. An absolute work of art. I do have DVR turned on today as well, if anybody needs to rewind for any reason. There we go, everybody. We've got... We've got the hot dog here. I've never gotten carpal tunnel, but I do believe I might be developing cubital tunnel, which is not probably from... I'm not sure if it's from Etch A Sketching or if it's from playing my Switch in bed or what. But these two fingers here kind of go numb a little, so I'm going to talk to a doctor about that in the new year. You don't like it? You don't like this hot dog? What's wrong with it? It's just a perfectly average hot dog. Yeah, there you go. The bun is perfectly average size. Oh, man. All right, let's see. I'll draw a, I have an idea. This person really likes hot dogs. This person is very happy about having a really big hot dog. There you go, everybody. Yeah. Hi, Alora. Now you... What is a wolf cut? I'm not familiar with that. You can get hydrocortisone injections that help heal the tendons. Ooh, yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if I need to get some kind of injections. It's okay right now, but like when I go to bed at night, I was reading a lot about cubital tunnel, and they say that you should sleep with your arms straight, and that's half the problem. So, what a unique request, everybody. Let's give a round of applause to Daddy for the specific requests that we got on tonight's stream. Let's give you an opportunity for that screenshot, Elizabeth Witch. There we go. Let's see if I can, like... Well, I think if I leave it right here, we're good. Oh, is it chin length on the sides and then goes back? I haven't cut my hair short in a really long time. Yeah. You had to get hydrocortisone injections meant to sleep in splits, but your sensory issues wouldn't let you. I guess I'd have to think about that, maybe. You're very welcome, Elizabeth Witch. Alright, let's draw... I think I have... Let's see how this quality Etch A Sketch... Oh, this will be a good Etch A Sketch for this. Alright. The Anthropomorphizing of Nightbot. I gotta think for a moment about how to... Okay. Nightbot, here we go. We are drawing Nightbot anthropomorphized. Okay, so I've got... You had to get the injection in your wrist was from gaming during COVID. So dumb. No! Did it help? Are you feeling better? So I'm not taking requests right now. Because I'm gonna have to wrap up the stream in a little bit to help make dinner. Alright. That's like the other shoulder of Nightbot. Instantly helped. Was a problem for over a month. Healed in a few days, but you're sure each is different. That's really good to know, actually. I've been for months. Now, for me, it's just kind of this thing that flares up and then it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know exactly how to, like... Alright, to anybody just now joining in, I am making the It's hard to say words. Anthropomorphization of Nightbot. Alright, so my vision for Nightbot is that he's constantly spamming all these commands in everyone's chat because no one reads what he's saying. And so he's tired, everybody. Nightbot is exhausted. He's been through a lot. And he doesn't really know how else to communicate his message, so he just keeps spamming it again and again in the hopes that people finally look at the chat to see what he's been saying, you know? You just said Chicago for the... Yeah. Yeah, Nightbot's been through it, everybody. Well, robots don't have mustaches. Oh, I don't really have anything. So it's like a far distance to the wall behind me. Nobody would be able to see. Nobody would be able to see the drawing necessarily during streams. I like the idea. I would like to have some kinds of displays that people can see during streams. All right, there's the computer screen. I'm just gonna shade that for a sec. There we go. And for some reason, I usually imagine Nightbot, like, taking an exasperated drag of a cigarette, but I could put a cigarette in his mouth. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a cigarette in his mouth. I feel like Nightbot's been through it, you know? He's had a really long day. His back is all hunched over. Yeah, we need to give Nightbot a drag of a cigarette, you know? It's been It's been a long one for him. There we go. Poor Nightbot, man. Robots don't smoke cigarettes. Bender does. And I wanted to make his head a crescent moon. And then because he's a robot, I'm gonna give him robot arms. There we go. You're gonna head out. Thanks for tuning in, Voxel. I'll be back. I'll try to be back tomorrow. I would definitely like to be back tomorrow if I can. So hopefully I'll see some familiar faces then. I haven't published a schedule yet because it's just kind of a tricky week to accommodate for figuring out when people are available. And I think that's my anthropomorphization of Nightbot. I'll draw let's see. Maybe he's got like a... Maybe he's got like some hair, but it's like not a lot, you know? Like he's got kind of a receding hairline. Definitely kind of male pattern baldness happening on Nightbot. He took this job as an intern out of college and didn't expect to be the only one running the show. It's like someone gave him a hot potato and passed it on to him, and now he's the only one holding the keys to the kingdom, and if he doesn't do it, then this ship goes down with him. So he's the sole proprietor, keeping things running, you know? It's been a lot. Nightbot wasn't ready for this. There we go. Thank you, Bandana Dan. Yeah. Nightbot needs a break, everybody. I like how this drawing turned out. It is 7:55 p.m., so I'm going to say some closing statements at this point. So, yeah, Robo Tobacco. I like how that sounds. All right, let's pause the music for a second and say a couple final words. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. This was a unique stream, was it not? I thought I was going to Etch A Sketch Magneton, but instead, we found the friends we made along the way, or something like that. Love you too, Elizabeth the Witch. But yes, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'd like to come back tomorrow at some point. Not exactly sure when, but stay tuned for that. Take care, everybody. Oh, no, my little horn isn't going up on that. There we go. There we go. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, wherever you happen to be in the world. And as always, each and every one of you could be anywhere on the internet. It is the World Wide Web after all. And you've chosen to spend this time with me, which I never want to take for granted. So thank you, everybody, for all that time that you spent with me. And I will try to announce at least when it's going to happen. And I will try to put up a poll so you can decide when the special Etch A Sketch opening gift / Tipsy Sipsy stream is going to be. If you know what that means. Oh, Elizabeth the Witch, thank you for the balloon. I saw the sun balloon on my screen briefly. I'm going to open up my stream again. There we go. Thank you again. I am very appreciative of those gifts. All right. Hope to see you all next time. And, woohoo! This is a fun one. All right, everybody. Bye.